Hello, LSTAR. I'm Tracy Marino. I am the chair and co-chair of Hockey Helps the Homeless for the last 7 years. And with me is Adam Miller, broker manager from LEPAGE TRILAND. LSTAR has been a forefront runner with the Hockey Helps the Homeless tournament since we began 7 years ago, and we can't not thank you enough for your participation. With your support, we have raised close to $750,000 for our 3 outreach partners in the community. Thank you, LSTAR.
Hockey Helps the Homeless is a realtor-driven event. We've had over 200 participants either playing hockey on the day or volunteering or sponsoring the hockey players. We also have 5 realtor committee members that have volunteered their time to help run this organization.
We'd like to thank LSTAR for all the support in the last 6 years. With your contribution, we've been able to support our 3 outreach partners, Youth Opportunities Unlimited, Marymount Family Support and Crisis Center, and Unity Project for the Relief of Homelessness in London. You are truly game changers in our community, and you're helping us eradicate our homelessness need in London. Thank you.
And come on out on May 9th to the Western Fair to support Hockey Helps the Homeless.
Bring the kids.
Hello, my name is Sister Joan Atkinson, and I'm here on behalf of the London Affordable Housing Foundation. We're quite excited right now at this moment in our history. We're building a new project down on Dundas Street East near the former Kellogg's plant. It'll be 41 affordable units at 70 or 80% of market rent. The building is well on its way, and we hope to be renting probably by the end of summer if all things go well. And 9 of those units will be accessible, so for people who need extra support in their living, they will have an option to apply for one of those units. So we're quite excited, and we've received a lot of community support for our efforts to bring this project to completion.
Hello, my name is Paul Howarth. I'm the Executive Director of Marymount Family Support and Crisis Center. The support of LSTAR is critical to Marymount as our community is in crisis. In London and Middlesex, thousands of children and families are struggling with mental health, trauma, precarious employment, lack of stable housing, and so much more. That is why every day, when children and families in our neighborhoods across the city need our help, Marymount immediately steps up and provides support at no cost in a city where 1 in 4 children are living in poverty. We step up and help children who would otherwise be waiting for years for the mental health support they need, and we step up by supporting 8,000 families every year. With LSTAR's support, we are able to help ensure these critical supports and so many others reach children and their parents when they have nowhere else to turn. Because thanks to donors like LSTAR, we never close our doors. Whether it's a mental health crisis, a domestic violence situation, a difficult divorce, we meet children and their families where they're at without judgment. As an invisible safety net, helping people in their most vulnerable moments, Marymount is always there for every London and area child who needs us. Because of generous and compassionate donors like LSTAR, children and their families are able to move through and beyond crisis to lead stronger, healthier lives. Many of us take for granted that we have healthy, happy relationships, stable physical and mental health, and the tools to deal with stress and crisis. When a family is whole, with support structures, coping skills, and a strong foundation for health of all kinds, it means big things for them and for our community. And a lot of important small things too, like more happy dinner times, more cuddly tuck-ins, and more parents who fall asleep and wake up knowing they aren't alone as they navigate the challenges of parenthood. Since 2014, LSTAR has supported Marymount with over $80,000 in donations. Every penny donated has been used to support our crisis residential respite program, where Marymount operates 18 beds every night for children facing mental health and other crises. But only 4 of these beds are funded by the government. Marymount relies on individual and corporate donations, such as those of LSTAR, to help fund the remainder of our beds and provide children in need our help and a safe place to stay, and the supports they require to overcome their individual crises. When these children simply have no other place to turn, LSTAR support has funded the safe care of 354 children who otherwise would have no place to turn during a time of family crisis. When we lift up one child or one family, together we start to lift up the whole community. The future of our community depends on strong families, and families get stronger at Marymount with LSTAR's support. Thank you very much, LSTAR, for everything that you've done for Marymount.
Hi, my name is Brittany Webb. I am a development officer with St. Joseph's Hospice here in London. Since 1985, St. Joseph's Hospice has served the community and a resource center for the terminally ill and their caregivers. Up until 2014, the services were provided primarily in the comfort of our client's home or through our wellness center in our former site on Talbot Street. In response to community need, we expanded these essential programs and services and built a long-awaited 10-suite residential hospice on Windermere Road. When we made the move, you were a huge advocate for what we were trying to accomplish and donated $50,000 in support of our capital campaign. Whether in the community, our wellness center, or our residents, St. Joseph's Hospice provides specialized programs and services with a person-centered approach. Individuals and their families are intimately involved in creating their own plan of care, which addresses their needs. Our committed hospice staff and over 350 volunteers work together as a team with other community partners and service providers to provide full support and quality hospice palliative care. Hospice programs and services are provided at no cost to the people we serve for any age, gender, religion, race, ethnicity, or economic status. We truly would not exist if it weren't for the ongoing generous support we receive from our community contributors and organizations like London and St. Thomas Association of Realtors. Your support is invaluable to the care that we offer at hospice. Thank you for your support, and thank you for the positive impact you have made on those living with a terminal illness at St. Joseph's Hospice. Thank you.
On behalf of Investing in Children, I'm proud to say thank you once again to LSTAR for your wonderful support of our program. Because of you, we are able to help the children and youth of London, Ontario, and area to aspire to greatness. These children wouldn't normally have an opportunity to learn guitar for free or take a guitar home for 3 months or be taught by SILVIA, one of London's famous singers. You have made it possible. You have given hundreds of kids the gift of music. For that, we thank you so sincerely.
Hi, LSTAR members. It's Pamela from Inova. Back again, but so glad to be back again to say thank you so very much for your support of our children's program, and notably our Lunchbox Buddies. I thought you might want to know that your support provides valuable nutrition to kids as they go to school. On an average, I would say between 2 shelters, we use probably about 180 juice boxes every single week. And that's a heck of a lot more than the average family does. So your dollars, your grant will help kids in shelter and make their lives better, help them learn and grow and be the great people that they deserve and need to be. So on behalf of everyone at Inova, and especially our kids, thank you so very, very much. You are the best.
Hi, I'm Lori FITZGERALD, Executive Director of In Out of the Cold St. Thomas Elgin. Since 2010, In Out of the Cold St. Thomas Elgin has provided shelter, clothing, personal care items, hot showers, and laundry services from November through April each year to those most in need in our community. We also provide over 9,000 community meals each season, but poverty doesn't end when the weather turns warmer. So this year, our goal is to continue our operations year-round. The support provided by the LSTAR grant has made this dream closer to a reality. Those struggling with homelessness and poverty in the St. Thomas Elgin community will greatly benefit from this generous hand up.
Hello, I'm ERICKA AYALA RONSON, Director of Development and Communications at Mission Services of London. I am here today to say a huge thank you to all of the LSTAR members who directed a gift of $5,000 towards Quinta Warner House, the Addiction Treatment Branch of Mission Services of London. Thank you ever so much. With your help, men who have struggled with addiction and have now broken free are able to rebuild their lives. Through the aftercare program at Quinton Warner House, they receive support in finding and securing more stable housing, also in relapse prevention groups, and looking at a different future through job skills retraining, connecting with family once again, and much more. So once again, on behalf of all of us, thank you.
Hi there, LSTAR people. I can't believe that 2 years in a row you've done this for the Grace Cafe and for the tremendous needs of St. Thomas. It's incredible. Thank you so much. And as I was just saying to some of your people here, the need is so much worse this year than it was last year and it was the year before. And it's horrible to watch to somebody going sideways. If drugs are bad for men, they look so much worse on women. And the homelessness is worse, and it's a sad situation. And some places want to keep people, in the future and look after the future. That is not us. We just want to keep people alive another day, another week, through the season. Just a bit longer. Maybe something will come into their lives. Maybe something will change, and they'll get to actually live a decent life. In that case, you are helping Marge just an amazing amount. Thank you so much. It's every penny goes in. Nobody makes any money there. I don't make any money, and nobody else does either. We're all volunteers and working hard to keep it all together and keep people cared for. It's not just food, it's clothes, it's everything under the sun that will keep people going, that will encourage them. And there's a fine line between encouraging and pandering. We're not going to enable anyone to continue in this lifestyle, and we're always trying to encourage people out of it, try to get them counselors, try to get them, more help. But it's a horse to water thing. People may go to the water, so to speak, to get the help, but they may not want it in the end. It's hard to break from your friends, it's hard to break from drugs, which is why it's an addiction. So maybe this is stuff and maybe it isn't, but you're helping greatly, and thank you very much. Try to imagine when you go out of the building tonight and you have nowhere to go. Suddenly something has happened to the country, to your home. It's been an explosion, gas, I don't know, you're standing there and you're like, what? Now what do I do? Where do I go? Credit cards are gone. Don't know, you got no resources, none at all. All you've got is what's on your back. When you go to sleep tonight in your cozy bed, do think about that, because there's lots of it out there. And on all the countries around the world too, but now it's in Canada, and it's living large. So we're sad, and it's bittersweet, but just can't thank you enough for your help. Do come for a visit sometime. The cake's free, It's a fun place as well. We try to give people a lot of fun and hugs, so it's good. Thanks for helping. God bless you guys. Bye.
I'm Sylvia Langer. I'm the Development Director at Unity Project for Relief of Homelessness in London, and I am so pleased to be able to tell you how much London St. Thomas Association of Realtors has meant to us and to the community in London. So we've had a long-standing relationship with LSTAR since our doors opened at our Old East Village facility in 2003. And since then, the support that you have given us has been profound. But it has meant even more in the last couple of years, as the recognition that we are suffering a crisis of homelessness and poverty in London. And the depth of despair amongst the people that we serve, as well as their numbers, has increased in the last couple of years. And the numbers of people that are sleeping rough and accessing our services through drop-in supports has increased exponentially. So we are very grateful not only for LSTAR's support as a sponsor in our Up Golf Classic or in our Up with Art show, in terms of the Bridge to grants to the ERICKA Foundation that you're able to provide, but also as Unity Project being a beneficiary, say from the Christmas Gala of 2019, is an enormous support and boon to our services and makes a difference in the lives of people that are experiencing homelessness today.
Hi there, my name is Liz Brown and I work at Violence Against Women Services, Elgin County. It is my pleasure to give you this little video clip today to thank you. Every single day we have the privilege of walking with mighty women and children who are experiencing harm in their homes. It can be physical, emotional, leaving bruises on their hearts, and it can be sexual harm as well. And it is so important to be able to reach safety and have the possibility of knowing that support is available right when you need it most. This is essential in any situation, but one particularly where safety is a very large concern. Because of your generosity, your kindness, and your love, women and children are able to get to the safety of Violence Against Women Services Elgin County's emergency shelter, counseling, and support programs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That is no small moment, truly, indeed it is life-changing. And that is possible because of your generosity and your love. Thank you so much.